Welcome back, gamers, to Prevent-a-Thon 4, live on Twitch and benefiting Little Warriors, an amazing Canadian charitable organization that is focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. My name is Zaddy Joe, and I hope that you are having as much fun as I am. We have an absolutely stacked lineup of games this evening, and so far, everybody, 3 nights in, and this night's not over. We have raised $1,863 Canadian dollars for Little Warriors. I am so proud of you. Your generosity never ceases to amaze me. I know we are just getting started. We've got all of Sunday for us to keep that tally going and help make a difference in the lives of those who need it. Now, everybody, it is time to get dicey. And I've got word that we are ready for our next run. You last saw our next runner yesterday for their any percent run of the Little Gator game. They are a gamer, the definition of a gamer, with record-spanning games like Superliminal, Refresh, Viewfinder, and the very game and category that they are about to run. So let's get hype and join me in welcoming The Masked Mango as they do the Halloween special Warrior All Fights in Dicey Dungeons. Let's roll, Mango.
Let's roll indeed. Thank you so much for that amazing introduction, Addy Joe. Hello. My name is Mango, or The Masked Mango. Yeah, this is Dicey Dungeons. We're playing actually on one of the bonus episode DLCs, the Halloween special. But before I get into that too much, I would like to introduce a very wonderful, always lovely person joining me on commentary today.
Hello, it's me, Cell. I also run this game, and I'm not anywhere near as good at it as Mango, though, so I am excited for y'all to get to see them do it for you.
And I am very excited to be doing it for you all. So I'm going to get off of this screen because the thunder and lightning is kind of flashy and bad, but we're not going to be doing that one yet. We're going to be playing the Warrior episode here. Spooky game, yes. So yeah, we're going to be playing the Warrior episode, and we're going to be completing every single fight as we do it. So, Dicey Dungeons, a little bit about it. It's a huge RNG fest. And it's a math game, which doing math fast is hard, so we're going to do our best. It's a roguelike dungeon crawler deck builder. I always forget that one for some reason. But, if you, unless, Sel, if you want to add anything else that I may have forgotten, I think I'm all set to get into it.
No, I think I can explain things for us once we get going, so why don't you give a countdown for the timer?
Okay, so time will begin as soon as I click start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Or let's roll, even. Thank you.
Good luck, Mango.
So, right away, we're going to be jumping into our first fight here with the always adorable frog, and I'm going to have Sel talk a little bit about our equipment here.
So our first equipment that we start with as the warrior is just a sword, and it does as much damage as the value of the dice you put into it does. We also have a combat roll, and this allows us to re-roll a dice. We get 3 re-rolls per turn, and then it disappears. The frog is usually not a terrible enemy, but can be a little scary because it can do a lot of damage, but did a good job there.
I had actually forgotten that they had shielded themselves, so I just negated their shield and didn't do any damage.
No. Oh no. The benefit of that is, though, I'm going to talk a little bit about the word recovery that you see underneath the warrior's health bar. That is actually a healing thing, which makes this episode, this level, very marathon safe in my opinion, as a runner of this category, because we have built-in healing, which is not usually present in most of these games.
Yeah, exactly. And right there, we just leveled up, which refilled all of our health back up to full, and we gained, I believe, 3 additional max health. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But right up here in the top left, you may see this little icon shown by the demon, and what exactly does that mean for us?
So the Halloween episode here makes use of something that we normally see in the 6th episode of each character in the base game, and this is extra rules. So here we have the demon, which means that we now have a spooky fury. This is a unique thing that we see only in Halloween, and it means that fury has a 50% chance to proc anytime we use an item, and then once it's used, it's gone. So that means it could go on your first turn, like there, or it might not go off at all, versus normal fury, where it's guaranteed to go off on your next turn.
Right, and so far we've been getting lucky enough with our fury activations there. Yes.
Been getting very lucky.
So Polar Star is
Polar Star.
good. Ideally I would have gotten Boomerang there, but Polar Star is still very good. The thing with Polar Star, as you can see here, it's only available on the odd turns, or sorry, is it even turns? Yeah. So.
Yes. And then upgrade is
is
with odd, yeah.
So we're only allowed to use it on our second turn. So unfortunately we can't use it right away.
That was lucky on the Fury.
Lucky.
Goodbye, Wizard. My favorite character.
The Wizard is adorable, and I love them. But right here with the Mummy rule, we all of our enemies have now 50% more health. I'm gonna swap around my equipment just a little bit so I can get some more damage in there. Demon here is strong against fire, which basically means if I was to use something that would deal fire damage, he would take less damage per hit. But fortunately for us, we don't have any.
But right now we're running poison, which can be very good. But speaking of rolling things, Joe, do you have any updates for us?
Absolutely. I want to talk really quickly about where Little Warriors gets their name. The Little Warriors was inspired by a painting. The spirit of a warrior lives within every victim of child sexual abuse, and like a warrior, these children also need the help, compassion, support, and love of many people like a tribe to overcome the many obstacles they will face. In your donations here at Prevent-a-Thon for Little Warriors is the support to help those warriors. And I ask a call for all of you who are watching, because we're doing Dicey Dungeons and we are playing a character that is a die. If you have one die available, or you know what, if you got multiple, pick them up. I'm not gonna shame it, especially if you get a D20. Roll that die. Whatever it comes up as, I ask for you to donate it as that amount. Simple to do so. Click that link at the top of the chat. Go to our donation page. Punch in your donation, matching your roll that you have there. You don't need to have a name or a comment, but if you'd like to, please go ahead and add it and get that in for Prevent-a-Thon so we can help make a difference for those warriors.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. That's a fantastic idea, especially for a dice game, or as I've been saying in chat, math game, smiley face. Math game, that's the worst part. I hate math, and yet I speedrun this game. Make it make sense. Anyways, I'm going to talk a little bit about status effects. So we have obviously that Fury, but we also have Poison. That's one that we saw there. That enemy did poison damage to us. We did poison damage to them. And that will just keep ticking down. It's very standard poison mechanics. Fire that you might see, that does burn. What that does is it costs then 2 hit points to unlock the item that has been, or unlock the die that has the fire on it, which usually isn't terrible for us. But it's gonna get bad once we hit this next once we hit the next floor. We get a new rule that's gonna make things a little extra spicy, but also makes it so much fun. It's one of my favorite parts of running this particular category.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, this next roll is, like you said, it's gonna get spicy.
Hopefully it'll be good luck for getting Pumpkin Spice, the boss. So there's a brand new boss in this episode, in this DLC, called Pumpkin Spice, and there's only 3 boss options for this particular episode, and hopefully we'll get her because she's really, really cool. And also to carry on the chant of I am not a man, she is absolutely not a man. But now what that means with the Pumpkin Spice rule is that every status effect is doubled. So as you see there, we took 1 haunted, but we actually took haunted twice. We only take 1 confused because you can't get Confuse is not a status that stacks. But as you can see, Mango's items are now shuffled around. They aren't necessarily sure where things are, except for Polar Star, which the game told us there. But yeah, Confuse is a funny status effect. It can make running this a little bit slow and scary, but Mango's a pro and got through that super easily.
Yeah, I can't speak. Luckily with Confuse, I can sort of differentiate what some of the items are based on like how big they are, what they say, like max of 5, max of 3, or this +2 here. Makes it at least a little bit less confusing. Still very confusing, but yeah.
There's little strats we could do. Little tricks that we will use as runners of this game to help figure out what's what when we're confused. Or if we've blinded dice. So blind's another status effect and it will hide what the roll for the die is. I know I have a strat for that. I don't know if Mango does, but there's things that we can do as runners to figure out what we have, or at least a better guess than just going in totally blind.
I actually don't have any sort of strat for that, so I'm kind of curious what you do.
Oh.
I just kind of guess.
I have a strat. I make use of items that have a limit of like, it has to be an even or an odd or a minimum of this or a maximum of that, and I just sort of see what slots in. It's a little risky, but
yeah,
it works.
Definitely sounds like it would work. That's very smart. I might have to start doing that if we get blinded here.
Yeah, I think we're on what, floor 4?
I'm not wrong, yeah. This is our final.
Yeah, all right, Joe, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Cell. I'm having a heck of a time watching you two play this game, which, by the way, I just recently purchased myself because watching Mango play and watching you play, Cell, I absolutely had to get it myself. And just so we know, in that time of buying it and getting to play, my math skills have actually gone up. So it truly is a math game. So but it's a fun math game. Certainly not a bad one. Certainly not a bad one. Now, we did actual math here is our total now is $1,883 because we had a $20 donation from Anonymous. Money, right, added in, donos go up, total go up, I'm happy. Anonymous says, roll a D20, don't mind if I do. Wait, a nat 20? Let's go! Thank you, Anonymous, for that donation. Everyone at home, please, if you got a die, give it a roll, put that dono amount into your donation, and let's unlock more incentives. We've got the Pet the Mare incentive for Alan Wake 2 Night Springs. That's $30 to unlock it. That currently sits at $10 of the 30 needed to unlock it. 20 left to go. And you can upgrade Golf with Your Grandmother from 5 holes to 8 holes. That currently sits at $10 of the 40 needed to unlock it. Everybody get those donos in and let's make it happen. I believe in you.
I believe we can do it. Also, I find it very interesting. I'm watching Mango clear these levels, and clearly we have very different thought processes in how we go through levels, but that's okay. That's the great part about this game, as it's a roguelike. You also have so many options for how you go through things. Right now, we are fighting the Banshee, and I'm actually going to talk about a couple of status effects that they have that they can inflict on us. So they have one called Silence, which prevents us from using our limit break, our recovery. They also have a Curse, which the Curse prevents us from, if I can think of the word, Curse means that there's a 50% chance for an item to fail when we trigger it. That can be really, really, really annoying. It's not a fun time when that happens, but it's a status effect that she can inflict, and some other bosses can inflict, like the Kraken, Kraken is my arch nemesis in this game.
Absolutely.
The Kraken is one, not the worst character for speedrunners to encounter, but it's certainly one of our least favorites. We're also going to get blinded here. Mango's fine, though. The Kraken's at 16 HP. I believe in you, Mango.
Cursed. Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go. That was it. Oh, no! Double cursed! Oh, no! Chat, give us your energy.
That poison is going to finish it. Let's go.
Oh, we did it. Yay, let's go.
The math
mathed. Beautiful.
Gargoyle is another spooky enemy.
Gargoyle's also rough.
Are
Let's hope for bad RNG for the Gargoyle.
you may.
Okay, that was good for you.
I shouldn't need it, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay, we're only.
Oh, okay, you're safe. You have your closure. So, the locked status effect means it locks the die and you can't use it. Now, because we have the pumpkin spice rule, it means that 2 get locked instead of 1. And, like, you can't clear that status effect in any way. They are just locked. The thing that's scary for us is if the gargoyle rolls 2 1s, then we're screwed and we can't do anything. We literally just have to move on to the next turn. But in that case, the gargoyle rolled no 1s that last turn, and therefore we could knock them out super easily. All right, are we ready to find out who the final boss is?
Oh,
I'm
pumpkin
hoping.
Spice. Let's go.
Pumpkin spice, let's go! Oh, I'm so glad it's not Drake.
I'm so happy. I ended up fighting Drake.
Drake is a vampire.
So I'm glad we didn't have to.
Oh no. Drake is a vampire and is extraordinarily difficult. If you play this game casually, you will come to realize why speedrunners hate Drake. Because he's just really, really hard. But we have the wonderful pumpkin spice. Everyone say hello. We're going to be knocking her out soon, though, so don't get too attached. She has confused us. She's also silenced us, which means we actually don't have combat roll unless Mango chooses to spend 2 dice to get used to it. Sometimes that's the right choice, and here that paid off. Mango got way better rolls. I believe this will be fine. For tech, time is going to come up upon health points hitting 0 for pumpkin spice.
So that should be time.
And time.
GG.
Thank you.
That was very good.
Item luck could have been a bit better, but we made it through, and that was still very speedy, so we're very happy with that.
Yeah, looks like it was a little over 13 minutes, so.
Very good.
Yeah, 13 minutes and 27 seconds is what I've got over here on my end.
Very good. Thank you.
Hey, very good. That's good for a marathon run. But we have another run to do,
Yes,
don't we?
do.
Absolutely. Because of everybody's generosity, we were able to unlock that Dicey Dungeons incentive, that Halloween episode, Witch All Fights bonus run, which we're going to get to see now. Let's do it.
The witch, my beloved.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Mango, do you want to talk about this category? Or do you want me to talk about it?
I can talk a little bit about it before we get into it. So yeah, the witch episode here is gotta be my favorite category because it's all about just being fast. There's absolutely 0 RNG in this category. This is the only episode, I believe, in the entire game with no RNG whatsoever. So we just have to not forget where to put stuff and when to put stuff where, and we just have to be fast. And this category is very speedy.
All right. To let you focus, I guess I will take over on comms on this. You've got this, Mango.
I would very much appreciate you taking over for me because this is a lot.
Yeah. So we're gonna let Mango focus once they click start. So
Alright,
give us
so
a countdown.
Time will begin the same way as soon as I click start in 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you.
All right. So with the witch run, this is the only episode in the entire game, as Mango said, with no RNG, but also it's the only one that doesn't have an option to do an any percent. There, you all must do all fights. There is literally 1 fight per level, and you gotta do all of them. And it's a puzzle. As long as you know the solution to the puzzle, you can just keep on going. Now, the one trick of this episode is you must knock out the enemy in 1 go. So, in this case, that solved the puzzle and did 16 damage in 1 go. If you mess up at all in solving that puzzle, the boss will do 1 damage. No, they will do 1 damage to you, and then you will have to retry. I never played this casually. I just learned the speedrun because I was too scared of it. But it's so much fun. It's really great. Here we're gonna make use of Fury, and boom, 22 damage down. And I hope, chat, I hope you like dice, because there's about to be a lot of dice on screen when we hit the final, when we hit the boss. There's just gonna be a lot. We get to see all sorts of mechanics, things that you'll see if you play the base game. You'll get to see them. I'm not gonna explain them. Go play the base game. That's just my my plug for that. I am going to plug that the Halloween DLC is free. So if you purchase it, you have this DLC. It's a great fun time. I highly recommend it. Also, Cornelius, my beloved, my precious Cornelius. It hurts me to knock him out every time, but that's okay. He understands.
He understands. He's precious.
Also, that hot dog suit is a great costume.
But here we are in our boss fight already. This kind of goes very fast.
All right, it's pumpkin spice.
But yeah, this is what Sal meant by there's going to be a lot of dice on screen. So I'm going to focus up once again and pass it back over to Sal.
Yeah, there is a lot of dice happening here. So we have to use Vice Grip to get certain dice, and then we have to use the I'm even lost in what we're doing. Vice Grip, and then we got to doppel twice to get more things happening, and then you got to chisel to modify some of those dice that you've obtained, and then you have to do that again like 3 times, and then there's a bonus chisel, and then we're gonna just do a whole bunch of harvest scythes, which, fun fact, once you use a harvest scythe, I
just need to remember I already used it.
Mango will be okay. Mango will be fine. Once you use one, your slot is used up, so it's a little scary, but that is time.
GG. That was super fast.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a spook there after accidentally using it too in that harvest scythe, but we figured it out. We recovered. Oh, but that felt very, very good.
That was a 250
wow.
Mango.
Okay.
I'm not sure what because I think you have world record for that category. I'm not sure what your world record is, but that's very fast.
239, so that's like 11 seconds off, which is very, very fast.
That's very good for marathon. But
thank you.
GG.
Awesome. Mango, Cell, do you have any shout outs?
So you can go ahead and take it first. I'm gonna breathe a little bit.
Sure. Keep donating to Little Warriors. I see that we're getting real close to $2,000. That makes me excited. Also, come back for golf with your grandmother. I'm on comms for that as well. And you are not prepared. Trust me. It is the game of all time. Come back for that. It's going to be great. Mango.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed what you just saw and you want to see more of me, I speedrun this game fairly often. Not so much these categories anymore because, oh my goodness, beating is hard. But you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, all that fun stuff. All by theemaskedmango, THEE, because I guess it looks cooler than just one E or something. So yeah, theemaskedmango on pretty much everything that I just listed. And thank you all for having me.
Awesome. Oh, it was our pleasure to be able to have you, Mango. Everybody in the chat, let's give it up one more time for The Masked Mango for that Dicey Dungeons Halloween special Warrior and Witch. All fights run here on Prevent-a-Thon for everybody. Hey, we have unlocked the Pet the Mayor incentive for Alan Wake 2 Night Springs. Thank you so very much for making that happen. We got a $20 donation from Cece that says Nat 20. Apparently Google's RNG really wanted to see the mayor pet. Petted? Pot? That, you know what? All of it. I'll accept it, Cece, because of that amazing donation. We also had a $20 donation from Empireship that says, I rolled a 17, but I'm choosing to give myself a +3 modifier for an unnatural 20. A supernatural 20, even. Ooh. I was told to say it like a spooky ghost. Hopefully that was spoopy enough. Thank you very much, MP, for that donation. Everybody, we are going to be taking a very quick break. We're going to learn a little bit more about the Be Brave Bridge. Let's go ahead and learn a little bit more about that.
Welcome to Little Warriors and the Be Brave Ranch. I'm so thrilled to be able to take you on a tour today. This place is so special for so many reasons. It's safe to be able to come here to start your healing journey. We know that all children, teens, and families who come here have had an experience of child sexual abuse. We have amazing therapists, we have amazing staff, and a fantastic facility for you to be able to come to start your journey in your healing. This is our blanket room. We have blankets that literally come from all across Canada. These blankets are stitched with love and care, and each child that comes to our program gets to, on their very first day, come and choose a blanket to have in their room while they're at the Be Brave Ranch. They're literally stitched with love. Many survivors themselves have created these blankets with you in mind, and some of them have special messages. Also, when you get to come and choose a blanket, we also have letters from previous graduates, and these letters are from those that have completed the program successfully. Welcome to our music room. At Little Warriors, we believe in having different modalities of therapy. We know that every child, every teen, and every family is so different. And so because of that, we want to make sure that we offer different ways to express and communicate yourself on your therapeutic healing journey. We have a music therapist who works individually as well as with your cohort to be able to create different musical ways to express yourself, but also to expand your ideas about how to look at lyrics and how to express yourself in that way. Sometimes at graduation, some of our graduates will work on a musical piece to share with everybody when their healing journey is finished. This is our Snoozlin room. Our Snoozlin room is a multi-sensory space that offers every child, every teen to come and to work with their therapist or work with their key contact in their cabins to be able to take time and just relax, but also experience some different sensory options. We know that sometimes it can be hard and stressful when you're working really hard on yourself, and so the Snoozlin room offers a getaway from that to be able to kind of explore different ways visually and auditorily as well as physically to be able to feel safe and to experience some new ways of understanding yourself. Welcome to the art room. The art room is filled with amazing color and textures. We know that a lot of children and teens like to express themselves not necessarily with words, but through art. And we know that there's an artist in every single one of us. We have all these handprints that are on the walls are from recent graduates who have participated in the program and have literally left their mark. We know that this is a safe, expressive place, that we use different modalities of art, including using paint, using clay, even using some of the things from outside, like our warrior sticks there in the corner. It's an amazing place and an amazing way to be able to learn and grow and express yourself in different ways than maybe you've ever done before. So we have several group therapy spaces at Little Warriors Be Brave Ranch. This is called our green room. Our green room is primarily used for the teens that come on site. And Monday through Friday, we tend to have group sessions with our therapists who continue to work with your cohort on various learning and psychoeducational aspects of your trauma treatment. We look at different themes such as creating and understanding consent, boundaries, understanding your family systems, addressing and dealing with certain triggers that may come up, as well as addressing aspects of addiction and other things that may come up for you as part of your own trauma treatment. This is our purple room. Our purple group room is primarily used in our children's program for kids who are age 8 to 12 years old. We have so much that goes on here, and it's a really special place. In group therapy, which we do almost every day, we talk about different aspects of feelings. We work with each other to be able to understand how to emotionally regulate, and we're able to express ourselves through talking, through use of movies, through our sand tray, as well as learning different social skills through our Superflex program. Rugby joins in group therapy because he just loves receiving snuggles, and if you're having a particularly difficult time in group therapy, he seems to know, and he likes to be able to sit close and really help you ground yourself and calm yourself when you're dealing with difficult stuff. This is our family lounge. Our family lounge offers some space for you when you're here doing some neurobiofeedback, but also it offers a space for in-between group therapy and art therapy and time when your family comes to spend with you. We have lots of opportunities for you to hang out with friends in this safe, awesome space. This is our Indigenous room. In our Indigenous room, we know that bringing in traditional parts of healing for some children and families is really important. So we have this space that has been purposely created for any Indigenous children, teens, or families to do things like smudging. We have an outdoor sweat lodge, as well as our Indigenous space to have ceremony, but also do other activities that are related to their culture, such as drumming and dancing. Welcome to our dining hall. Our dining hall is a special place for so many reasons. Every day we come together within our cohorts and be able to share meals together. Our chef is amazing, prepares some really fun meals, but also takes care of everyone's dietary needs. When we're not using this for dining, it also transforms into our graduation space, and each cohort gets to pick the theme for their graduation. So sometimes it's about summer graduation, sometimes we do midnight sonata, really whatever our groups want to do. Additionally, we have psychotherapy that happens on site a few times a month, and this is a time when staff and children and teens can dress up in different themes, and we get to try out different ways of being and to imagine what it would be like to have a topsy-turvy day or a Mad Hatter's day, and this space gets transformed. It's really a magical place. We have this incredible movie room, and we use it both for having fun nights and movie nights together in the evenings or on weekends. Oftentimes we encourage children and teens to get their PJs on and grab the fluffy blanket and take it into the movie room so that we can have a great movie time together. We also use the movie room as a therapeutic mindful movie time. Each time that children or teens come together for this type of interaction in the movie room, we have specific movies that are curated, and children and teens watch movies and then have some mindful discussions about some of the elements in the movie that might apply to their lives or to others' lives and create insight into what we are also doing in therapy. This is our mindful movement room. Many times children and teens learn how to connect with their bodies, as well as just really take time for themselves as part of their self-care. Rugby likes to join in some of the mindful movements that we do, and typically we do this first thing in the morning just to prepare our minds and our body for all of the work that we're going to do throughout the day. Lots of times Rugby, one of his favorite poses is to do downward dog. The gym is a multi-purpose space, and of course we like to use the gym for having lots of fun and blowing off steam and just getting some exercise. Each day the children and teen are encouraged along with staff to do 30 minutes of activity, and so in the cold winter months this place gets really used well. We also have stations set up as part of our sensory program. For each child and teen, we create a sensory profile that they are allowed to be able to expand and learn about the way that our senses, whether it's our visual senses or our feeling kinesthetic senses or proprioception, adds to our ability to regulate ourselves. This is our playroom, and our playroom is not a therapy space, just a fun space for children and teens to come and hang out and play with Lego or Barbies or puppets or Transformers. It's really a place where children and families also can come in the evenings when there's visits and whatnot, just to hang out together and have some fun quality family time together. Over here is our magic room. Is filled with a whole bunch of different toys and things that children and teens get to choose from when they first come to the Be Brave Ranch. All of this stuff has been donated, and it's come from different corporations. It's also come from other children or teens who have donated birthday presents to be able to have here for you to be able to take home with you and play with while you're at the Be Brave Ranch. The magic room is certainly magical because it shows how much the community is behind us all, and specifically behind the children and teens who come to this incredible place. At the Be Brave Ranch, we have 4 cabins on site. 2 primarily are for teens and 2 for children's groups. Each of the cabins are designated for teens to come together and spend some quality time together after a hard day of therapy. Each cabin has rooms attached, and each room is designated for one individual. So each child or teen that comes on site gets their own room. Within the cabin area, people are free to roam, and as you come on site, you'll notice that there's some words and some affirmations that have been left by previous teens who have successfully completed the program. And really, this is a living space where teens come together, children come together to eat meals together, prepare brunches on the weekends together, have spa nights together, and really learn to enjoy their time. In the basements, we have recreational areas as well as small breakaway spaces if the child or teens are wanting to spend some extra time with their therapist or with any of our key staff. And of course, some snuggles from Rugby or Dempsey or Eddie as well. Thank you for taking time to explore the Be Brave Ranch, and if you are a parent or child or teen who is applying to our program, we can't wait to meet you. And if you're a donor or anyone who's interested in coming to see us in person, please just check out more on our website. Thanks for your support.